No way. I literally heard that with my own ears.
Yeah, what? What have you just got on? Oh! No, you're okay.
Guys, there's people here. Literally just heard them.
A group of explorers ventured into a creepy old farmhouse with a dark history. The moment they stepped inside, they were hit with a terrible smell, and it didn't take long before they stumbled upon some seriously unsettling items.
Now, these are sheep that are just...
Skin on it, I think.
No, it's disintegrated. See all the bones and all the...
His head's there, look.
So, no, but yeah, look, you got bones over here, and you see, literally, it's mad. But even crazier, look at this. So it's not just one or two. Somebody must have done something with the dog.
That's like a baby, isn't it, this one?
I don't know, mate.
You can tell by the size of its head. That's like an adult one there.
Well, but then if you look over here, though...
Oh, mate.
It's a full...
Look at all the bones in here.
Well, yeah, no. Look, you can see all the bones just here, and then look, all tapped and stuff like that. It's would have boiled them in. I think that's what the chemical stuff is, the sheep.
Just be careful.
Oh, mate, no.
Oh, that's like, yeah. That's like a... Oh.
That's definite.
Oh, if you could smell that. Jesus.
Yeah, look at the ram. Oh, mate, that's bad, that, isn't it?
The explorers stumbled upon something truly disturbing. Coffins, skeletal remains, and strange chemicals scattered throughout the house. The farmhouse had once belonged to a farming couple before being passed down to their daughter. Struggling to keep up with the farm and afraid of legal trouble, she started storing dead animals inside. First her sheep, then even her deceased pets, keeping them in coffins under her bed. Eventually, she abandoned the house, leaving behind a horrifying scene. The overwhelming smell of decay and the shocking discoveries made this one of the most unsettling explorations the group had ever documented. One night, a group of campers ventured into an abandoned building in search of ghosts or spirits. What they encountered was something far more terrifying. Take a look.
It's because Mark's in it, isn't it, Sam?
Oh, yeah. It's because you're in it. What the? No, what have you guys done? Oh, first we find this.
I can hear banging downstairs. Wait.
Hello?
Hello? It's coming from down there. It's coming from down there. It's coming from down there. There's got to be a room.
At first, the building appeared empty until they heard a girl scream from the basement. Concerned that something was wrong, they headed downstairs.
Okay, that was a bit weird.
1 second.
Sam, we haven't done anything, I swear to God.
Hello? There's a box. Hello? She's crying. Why are you in a box?
Hello?
Huh?
Someone took me!
Someone's put her in a box.
They discovered a locked box, and inside, they found a terrified girl.
Are you on your own in the box?
Yeah.
Okay. We're nearly there, I think. That's one. Last one. Break into places. Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls. Don't eat bugs. Or drink my at least not for survival. I'm still this. What? We haven't done this. Why would you lock someone in a box? Seriously.
Right, done it. Okay.
Seriously.
Mark.
Fortunately, they were able to free her, allowing her to reach out to her boyfriend.
Hello. It's Jade. I've been locked in a box. Can you come and help me, please? Someone's found me. There's 4 men here. They took all my clothes. I'm at this
4 men took all her
abandoned
clothes. Is this some setup or something?
No, she said there's 4 men here.
They took all my clothes. There's 4 men here. They took all my clothes. Are we getting set up to something?
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
So is he going to come here?
He's coming, yeah. I've just got to send him medication.
Okay, yeah, just... Yeah, cool.
What happened to her remains unknown, as no further details were given. Chris often explores abandoned buildings alone in the dead of night, and tonight's destination is Oaton Junior High School in Cleveland, Ohio, a place left to decay since 2001. But this isn't just another forgotten school. Nearly a year ago, a 16-year-old boy was tragically shot near its grounds, casting a dark shadow over the location. As Chris steps inside, he isn't just navigating crumbling hallways, he's walking through a place steeped in mystery and tragedy. Signs of decay are everywhere: shattered windows, gaping holes in the walls, and uneven floors that seem almost surreal. His camera captures it all, but just 5 minutes into his exploration, he notices something strange.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
There was no response. Had it been there the whole time? Chris begins to question himself, but his camera reveals a different story.
I can't remember if this was like this before or not. I could have swore it wasn't like that before, though.
The scene is set for one of the most unnerving nights of his life. Chris continues on, his nerves holding steady while his heart pounds. That's when he encounters something truly disturbing.
It's like blood on the floor. Oh, there's a bunch. Look at this. Oh, there's a trail of blood.
A trail of fresh blood stretches across the floor, leading to a door marked 666. It's the kind of sight that belongs in a nightmare. But for Chris, it's a chilling reality.
What the hell? Somebody was bleeding. Is this real? What the... Bro. It's on the and everything. What? This can't be real.
He can barely comprehend what he's witnessing, but before he has a chance to process it, something moves.
But that does look real. Oh, it's not. Oh. Yo, there are bullet cases.
A sudden, loud noise, like movement in the next room, shatters the silence. In that moment, he realizes he's not alone. Fear tightens its grip as his mind flashes back to the boy who was murdered here. The weight of that tragedy bears down on him, and suddenly, staying any longer feels like a grave mistake.
What was that? Somebody's in there. Yeah.
Chris flees the scene, escaping unharmed. But later, as he reviews his footage, a chill runs down his spine. His camera captured something even more sinister, undeniable proof that he wasn't alone that night. Tom, a YouTuber with a passion for exploring abandoned places, thrives on the excitement of uncovering forgotten stories. Every location has its own unique history, making each adventure unpredictable. In this video, Tom and his friend David head to a massive abandoned high school in the suburbs of Gary, Indiana. Once a lively institution, The school operated until the late 90s before briefly reopening as a charter school. Eventually, budget cuts led to its permanent closure, leaving it to fall into disrepair. On January 9, 2024, the duo steps inside, eager to explore. The long, empty hallways stretch before them, filled with broken lockers, scattered papers, and remnants of student life. Despite the unsettling quiet, Tom and David are excited, completely unaware of the unexpected turn their exploration is about to take.
Coming up the hallway, shoulder pads just leads to a closet of all the football equipment. All these shoulder pads they just left behind. It's really cool. The buckle has rust. This looks like they're old dirty laundry. Alright, so we just made it into the pool. And there's another one over there with a diving board. This is where the spectators would be though. It's really cool to see. There's still water in the pool. Over there, there's still a scoreboard up too. And you can see the lifeguard stuff they left in the pool, floating in that disgusting water. Over on this side, the bigger pool. See all that stuff they left in there. This side was 5 feet. I don't know how deep it actually went fully, but it's definitely very big. There's some lockers in this hallway. They're super rusted out. A random little piano in this hallway. It really wants to work. An old ironing board just random in the hallway with the suspicious looking stain.
Blown away by how huge the school is, Tom and David cautiously move from room to room, taking in the eerie silence. For an abandoned place, it's in surprisingly good shape. Old desks, chairs, and lesson plans are still scattered around, like a snapshot from the past. They're so caught up in exploring that they don't even realize they've let their guard down. And then, out of nowhere, things take a turn for the worse. Their worst fear is about to come true.
So we just came down to the actual auditorium. This place is massive. The red seats are really cool. There's just rows on rows of these red seats. Then a second level up there too. The seats are actually in really nice condition for how the rest of the school looks. Looks like some kids got in here and were throwing some stuff from the balcony area. Oh, hey, what's up, man? You want us to get on out of here? Hey, we'll leave, bro. We'll leave, all right? Go. Let's go. Just get out of any door. This door right here. You sure? Let's go. Yo, let's go. What the f? Yo, he pulled up on me, bro. He wasn't saying it.
At first, Tom and David struggle to process what they're seeing. A man stands in the dim hallway, his face unreadable, his posture rigid. For a moment, they're frozen, unsure of what to do. Their instinct tells them to back away slowly, keeping their distance. Then, without warning, the man lunges forward, sprinting straight at them. That's when they spot it. A heavy metal pipe gripped tightly in his hand. Panic takes over, and they take off running, their footsteps pounding against the hollow floors as he gives chase. He's relentless, closing in fast as they weave through the abandoned school's corridors. It's only when they crash through the exit that they finally put some distance between them. But even then, they don't stop. Not until the school is just a blur in the distance and the man is nowhere to be seen. Breathless and shaken, they realize just how close they had come to real danger, an encounter that would make them think twice before exploring another forgotten place. This eerie video was filmed by Chris, a well-known and beloved YouTuber from his channel Urbex Hill. Chris has earned a reputation for being calm, down-to-earth, and not easily scared, always eager for his next adventure. His audience admires his fearless approach, though his bravery often puts him in dangerous situations, especially since most of his explorations take place in Cleveland, a city known for its high crime rates. While Cleveland has its beautiful spots, there are also areas where caution is necessary, and exploring abandoned buildings alone at night is something most would avoid. But for Chris, it's all part of the thrill. On February 17th, 2025, Chris prepared for another exploration, this time revisiting the abandoned Westinghouse factory, a decaying structure he had explored before. His last visit had been unsettling. That time, he had encountered a hunched-over man. His first instinct was to back away, but he soon reasoned it was likely just a homeless person seeking shelter. Wanting to help, he had returned with a $20 bill, only to find the man had vanished without a trace. Later, when reviewing his footage, Chris noticed shadowy figures lurking in the background, watching him as he unknowingly wandered through the building. The realization had haunted him, yet he felt compelled to return, drawn to the factory like a moth to a flame, determined to uncover its mystery. The factory itself was dangerous, known as a refuge for squatters, drug users, and those with nowhere else to go. Chris understood the risks, but his curiosity outweighed his fear.
There's almost nothing holding the ceiling together.
As Chris stepped inside, his flashlight beam sliced through the darkness, revealing peeling walls, rusting metal, and debris scattered across the floors. The building was in complete ruin, forcing him to tread carefully to avoid falling through weak spots or tripping over obstacles. Moving forward slowly, he kept his camera rolling, speaking in a low, cautious voice as he narrated his thoughts.
This is super sketchy. There's another collapse right here. Barely walk. In here. So much bricks that have fallen from the ceiling. It's just water.
Chris remained on high alert, his eyes scanning every shadow and his ears picking up every creak and groan of the decaying building. He was on the lookout for squatters or anyone else who might be inside, but so far, he hadn't encountered anyone. As he moved deeper into the factory, he made his way toward the exact spot where he had previously seen the mysterious man.
This is where I saw that dude at. This is a creepy place.
The memory of his last encounter lingered in his mind, but Chris refused to turn back. His curiosity outweighed his fear, pushing him forward. For a while, it seemed like this would be just another quiet exploration of a crumbling landmark, until things took a sinister turn. Whispers drifted through the darkness, followed by the sudden failure of Chris's camera light. He froze, his breath catching, as the world around him vanished into pitch black. His hands moved quickly, swapping the batteries, and within moments, the light flickered back to life. But the uneasy feeling lingered. Every instinct urged him to leave, yet he couldn't. He had to keep filming, had to capture whatever was unfolding, no matter the risk. Did you notice it? A figure stood motionless in the hallway, silent as if it had always been there. The moment it saw Chris, it moved, disappearing into another room. He hadn't realized it at the time, but during editing, the chilling truth hit him. He had been watched again, just like before, the eyes in the shadows, the whispered voices. It was all happening once more. Though Chris left the factory unharmed, the encounter left him deeply unsettled. He admitted to his viewers that he didn't want to think about what could have happened if he had stayed longer, or if the figure had confronted him. This isn't just your typical abandoned house. Stories say the spirits of those who lived here are still around, filled with anger and vengeance, and they're not fond of visitors.
I'm literally shaking right now. This is gonna be one insane adventure.
James steps into the house, his flashlight flickering as he moves through the damp, musty space. Suddenly, the light goes out, and the screen turns black.
Wow. There is some serious stuff going on inside that house. Like, it is no joke. I swear.
James, gasping for air, rushes through the front door of the house, looking back briefly before running off. A Reddit user had often passed by an abandoned house on their way home and decided to investigate. On their first visit during the day, they found unsettling signs of something dark: a headless steer, a Ouija board, and knife marks on the walls. Despite the creepy findings, their curiosity took over, and they returned at night to explore more.
There's something in there. Holy something moving around up there.
Loud, heavy footsteps echoed through the hall, breaking the glass. Paralyzed with fear, the user rushed out of the house. When they returned the next day to investigate, there was no evidence of anyone or anything being there. The user posted their video, asking others to examine it carefully to see if they could spot anything unusual. This clip comes from the YouTube channel This is Dan Bell, where filmmaker and producer Dan Bell shares a mix of content from exploring eerie abandoned locations to showcasing his own film projects. With a knack for uncovering forgotten places, Dan takes his audience on some of his most intriguing adventures. In this particular video, he explores The Shine, a creepy, abandoned 1950s motel in Maryland, USA. Once a bustling roadside stop, the motel was forced to close in 2010 due to bankruptcy, leaving behind eerie remnants of its past. Dan's initial plan was simply to capture some interesting footage, but his visit quickly takes an unsettling and unexpected turn. On June 24, 2015, he arrives at the decaying motel. Even though daylight still lingers, an undeniable sense of unease fills the air. Brushing off the discomfort, he steps inside, completely unaware of what awaits him beyond those doors. Dan is surprised by how well preserved the motel remains, expecting far more decay and destruction. While impressed, he can't quite shake a lingering sense of unease. As he moves through the silent, empty halls, he takes in the eerie stillness, unaware of what's to come. With each step, he unknowingly inches closer to an experience that will stay with him forever.
first. Here's the attic area, which was a little unnerving. Very, very hot in here. It was probably 100 degrees in this attic.
Dan has nearly finished exploring this side of the building, fascinated by how much has been left behind. However, an uneasy feeling starts creeping in, subtle but persistent. Aside from the oppressive heat in the attic area, he can't quite explain it. Trying to brush it off, he decides he's seen enough and quickens his pace toward an exterior staircase for a faster exit. But the moment he steps onto it, he realizes that it might have been a mistake.
Oh my god. These are not sturdy at all. Holy god. Okay, off of this deck. Oh my god, I almost fell. That was so scary. I was just walking out of here, and I heard two loud bangs coming from upstairs.
As if nearly falling through the stairs wasn't startling enough, Dan suddenly hears noises coming from somewhere inside the building. Unease washes over him as he pauses, listening carefully. Every instinct tells him to get out, but he moves cautiously, hoping whatever or whoever is making those sounds stays far away.
Hear that? I can hear a door creaking, but I'm... Okay. Well, it's got to be the wind. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, it's the wind. I hope. Maybe there was somebody in here with me, but I didn't see anybody. I went through the whole building. Oh man, it's so creepy.
Dan desperately hoped the strange noises were just the wind, but the thought gnaws at him. There hadn't been any wind all night, so why now? The eerie creaks and squeaks send a chill down his spine, but he forces himself to keep moving, focused on getting out safely. Step by step, he pushes forward, his heart pounding. Finally, he makes it outside without crossing paths with anyone, but the unease doesn't fade. Was he truly alone in that massive, decaying motel, or had something or someone been watching from the shadows? This is Ian, a well-known YouTuber from the channel Midwest Ghost Hunter. As the name suggests, he's a dedicated paranormal investigator who has spent over 3 years capturing eerie and unexplained phenomena. His channel is filled with chilling encounters, mysterious voices, and shadowy figures lurking in the dark. But despite all his past experiences, nothing could have prepared him for what was about to happen. It's January 18th, 2024, a cold winter night, as Ian embarks on another terrifying investigation. This time, he's not just exploring a haunted theater, he's taking on a challenge for his viewers. His mission? To spend an entire night alone inside one of America's most haunted theaters. Few would dare attempt this. An old theater steeped in eerie history, whispering spirits, and an unsettling presence in the air. But for Ian, this is exactly the kind of experience he thrives on. Ian starts his live stream in the old theater, prepared to explore its haunting past. As he enters, an unsettling feeling overwhelms him. He scans the dark rooms, feeling like something is watching him. While investigating, he discovers a staircase famous for a legendary ghost photo of the lady in in white, reportedly seen sitting at the top of the stairs.
Here is the marble staircase. There's actually a picture an employee took, and it was of a woman in white. It looked like in a white dress, and she was sitting right there on the stairs.
But the lady in white isn't the only legend tied to this theater. The family who once owned the building is rumored to still linger in the shadows. Over the years, staff members have reported eerie occurrences, objects shifting on their own, cabinets swinging open with force, and the sound of phantom footsteps echoing through the halls. This is a place where history refuses to fade, and Ian is about to witness it firsthand.
Is there anybody sitting on the top section? Whoa. I heard that. Hello? Okay. All right. I gotta go up there. I'm hearing weird noises up there. Okay. There's all kinds of weird noises going on up there, so I'm gonna go up there right now and see what's going on.
Ian moves toward the main theater hall, taking a few quick photos in hopes of capturing something out of the ordinary. But he doesn't have to wait long. Strange occurrences start unfolding almost immediately.
You have unfinished business here? Is that why you're lingering? Do you have unfinished business here? Is there anything else you can do in this office to let me know that you are here? Time to explore the basement.
As Ian makes his way out, he assumes the former family home has remained silent, that whatever lingers there has chosen not to respond. But while reviewing his footage during editing, he notices something chilling. His camera had captured a clear response, one he hadn't heard in real time. A wave of unease washes over him. Had something been there, answering him all along? Determined to gather more evidence, Ian sets up motion-activated cameras throughout the theater before heading into the basement, the most untouched and ominous part of the building. But just as he steps out of the room he is investigating, something completely unexplainable occurs. Right in front of his camera, a chair suddenly moves on its own. There's no visible explanation, as if an unseen force had deliberately pushed it. Completely unaware of what just happened behind him, Ian remains focused on his investigation, oblivious to the eerie event that just unfolded. He continues his exploration, now setting his sights on the basement, the darkest and most unsettling part of the theater.
All right, I know somebody's down here with me. Could you give me a sign of your presence? That door just opened! Oh my God! What just happened? Look at that. What? Are you serious? How do you explain that? That drawer just went boom! It just opened by itself. Thank you for opening the drawer. I can't thank you enough for opening that drawer. Thank you so much, because that was phenomenal. You got my heart rate going up. No way. It just moved again. Did you see that? Oh my God. I have no explanation for that.
Stunned by the strange occurrences he has already captured, Ian decides to push further into the building, seeking out other spots known for their paranormal activity. Tonight, it seems fate is in his favor.
Okay, I think I'm going crazy here. I just heard a woman talking. Oh my God. No way. That sounded like singing. I literally heard that with my own ears. That was in here. Look, there's nobody. What the hell? It was literally in this room. I literally heard singing in this dressing room. It was real faint. Man, this theater is really starting to freak me out.
Strange occurrences started happening around Ian, right where he had been seeking a response. However, instead of the controlled investigation he had planned, an unsettling feeling crept over him. Overwhelmed by the eerie atmosphere, he decided to leave that part of the building, hoping to shake off the unease. His plan was simple: regain his composure before trying again. But in a place like this, finding a moment of peace was never really an option.
Oh my God! No way did all these lights just turn on. What the f? Guys, I feel like I'm about to lose my freaking shit. If you just turn the lights on, could you shut them off?
A shiver runs down Ian's spine as a mix of excitement and fear washes over him. He knows he's completely alone, yet something feels off. A logical explanation might be an electrical malfunction, but if that were the case, wouldn't all the lights be flickering randomly? Determined to find answers, Ian cautiously moves down the hallway, but it remains shrouded in darkness. No flickering, no signs of a power surge, just an eerie stillness. The fact that the upper lights are turned on by themselves while everything below remains untouched makes the situation even more unsettling.
Holy sh! Holy sh! No freaking way! Look at that! That thing just came undone! I'm at a loss for words. She just peeked around at me from this curtain, and then just, boom, the curtain comes undone. Oh my gosh, that was so freaking creepy. Ooh, this is one of the creepiest nights I've experienced so far. Oh my God! I just saw that! That was that key! Oh, holy shit! She's literally playing the piano!
Despite everything, the voices, the moving objects, and the unexplained lights, Ian makes it through the night. The eerie silence, the unsettling atmosphere, and the constant feeling of being watched never faded. But somehow, he pushed through and completed his exploration.
Such a fantastic investigation, a wonderful place. If you live in Wisconsin or in the Midwest and you've never visited this place, come check it out because it's a phenomenal location.
Sitting in his car, Ian wraps up his live stream, exhaustion clear on his face, but so is the excitement. As he reflects on the night, he admits this was unlike anything he'd ever experienced. In all his years of exploring, he'd never captured this much unexplainable activity in one investigation. Back-to-back chills, non-stop eerie moments. It was unreal. While the place seriously creeped him out, he also calls it one of his best explorations yet. This eerie footage was captured by Nolan, a YouTuber known for his channel, Lord Explorers. For over 7 years, he has captivated his audience with urban exploration videos, venturing into abandoned buildings, decaying structures, and eerie locations filled with history and mystery. Nolan rarely explores alone. Most of the time, he's joined by Esmia, whose own channel, Obsolete Voids, also documents their thrilling adventures. Together, they've seen breathtaking sights and encountered chilling moments, but nothing could have prepared them for what they face today. On February 16, 2025, a cold, winter day, the duo set out for another exploration. Their destination, an abandoned church, a once sacred place now reclaimed by time and nature. But as they would soon discover, this church held a danger they never saw coming.
Is it an animal?
As Nolan and Esmia entered the abandoned church, Esmia paused, claiming she heard something, a low, rumbling growl. Their flashlights flickered across the darkened corners, but nothing was in sight. Unsure of what it could have been, they decided to continue, capturing footage of the decaying pews, broken stained glass, and the unsettling silence surrounding them. Just as they were about to exit the way they had come, something truly terrifying occurred.
Oh! Oh! No, you're okay. It's okay. Esme. Come here. Go upstairs. Or no, find a way out.
I don't know where to go.
Holy. You okay?
Wait, I'm fine.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I closed the door.
Oh.
Is there a person with them?
No. There's puppies over there crying. That's what I heard in the hallway.
Okay.
That dog was a mom.
Okay. We're good.
Oh.
Okay.
Did you get that on video?
I wasn't thinking about recording when that happened, but it was recording.
Oh, God. Oh.
The door's closed though, so we're good. Holy. Are you sure you're good?
I'm fine.
Okay. Holy.
There it was, a dog. And not just any dog, but a pit bull. While pit bulls are often affectionate and gentle, this situation was anything but safe. This wasn't a stray simply passing through. It was a mother protecting her puppies, her instincts on high alert. Nolan and Esmia's hearts pounded. One wrong move could spell disaster. A frightened, defensive dog could cause serious harm, and in such a remote location, help was nowhere in sight.
It's right there, dude. It's protecting its babies. We have to find another way out. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't have any video of the dog.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's try and find a way out.
I definitely think the dog was just like warning, like stay
Yes,
away from
yes,
my babies.
yes.
I don't think it was trying to attack me,
No.
but it was definitely like get the.
It was just standing in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It keeps coming back. We have to find a way out quick. I don't want to disturb her anymore.
Oh my god. She's so pretty.
I know.
I feel bad that she's in here with her babies. Oh, baby.
Okay.
That really scared the crap out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, takes us right back into there. That takes us right back into that main area. And if she's over there, oh, is it? It takes us right back to the main area. There's an entrance there and an entrance there.
Literally, I think we're going to go out on that roof and just scale down. Oh my god.
She's in the middle. She's going back? Oh my gosh.
Confused and on edge, Nolan and Esmia whispered back and forth, trying to figure out a plan.
That door is cracked too. I don't like that at all. Yeah, I'm not going down there. We just heard barks. I didn't get it on video, but the dog is in that room. If the dog gets up these stairs, we're screwed. Like, totally screwed. We can't close any of these doors. Yeah, that's gonna...
She's literally down there.
He's right at the... Yeah.
This is gonna save some time, but I don't think it's gonna stop her. The dog really wants to attack us.
Let's go down this damn tree. Screw this. So she was in there. Either she's still in there and there's another dog under us, or she ran up here and is trying to scare us out.
You know, we're still kind of once we get outside. So we have to make it to the car.
Right.
Spotting a tree outside as their only escape route, they considered climbing out the window and using it to get down, but the drop was risky. One wrong move could mean serious injury. After weighing their options, they decided Nolan would take the chance. Moving cautiously, he crept downstairs, his footsteps barely making a sound, while Esmia stayed behind, keeping a close watch on the dog.
When I go down, I'm gonna look for places. Hopefully the dog doesn't come up and record everything. We'll see how it goes.
This is the front. So this door is the one at the bottom of that. And if you go out that room, that's the other door.
Okay. Okay, can you keep an eye out on the maid thing?
Yeah.
If you see her, yell.
Once Nolan finds the way out, he rushes back to Esmia, urgency in his every step. Determined to leave as quickly as possible, they prepare to make their escape.
I found the way. Yeah, but it's gonna take some stealth. Yeah. Something past the light.
Yeah, there was a shadow because I was watching this the whole time.
Oh, she's on the with that.
She's a very light step. Because I didn't hear her approaching me when she ran up. She's so quiet.
I just have a clock.
You have a flashlight, but I don't have it.
Maybe she heard us planning. But we have to go down and over there, under that roof. Never coming back here again.
As they reflected on their experience, Nolan and Esmia felt a wave of relief, not just because they had made it out safely, but because the mother dog and her puppies remained undisturbed. They understood that she was simply protecting her young and held no resentment, only gratitude that the situation hadn't taken a dangerous turn. This encounter served as a powerful reminder of the risks that come with urban exploration. While most explorers prepare for encounters with strangers, unstable structures, or even the paranormal, this is an entirely different kind of threat. In the end, they escaped unharmed, but the memory of those watchful eyes, the low growls, and the overwhelming need to stay calm would linger with them for a long time. This eerie video was captured by Adam, the well-known YouTuber behind the channel Adam Mark Explores. For over 4 years, Adam has taken his viewers on spine-chilling adventures through abandoned and haunted locations across the UK. Known for his calm demeanor and investigative approach, Adam rarely jumps to conclusions. Instead, he carefully pieces together the mysteries of each place he visits. While he often explores alone, today was different. He was joined by his friend Aaron, adding an extra layer of courage to the night's eerie adventure. It was August 3rd, 2024, a warm evening in Wales, a stark contrast to the ominous location they had chosen to investigate, an abandoned house with a dark reputation. Locals spoke of strange noises, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures lurking just out of sight. For Adam and Aaron, this was the perfect chance to see if the rumors were true.
Okay, explorers, so we are in the house now. I'm here with Aaron. We're going to have a walk around using the Ovilus. We've got the K2 here. This house is freaking me out already because last time I came here a lot of stuff's moved around, so it's a bit freaky, and it's a big dark house.
As Adam goes live with his viewers, he recalls his last visit to this haunted house. That night, unexplainable things happened. Doors slammed on their own, footsteps echoed through empty hallways, and an eerie sensation of being watched never left him. This time, though, he came prepared. With better equipment and a stronger resolve, Adam was determined to capture evidence of whatever might be lurking inside.
If there's anyone in this house that would like to communicate with us tonight, my name's Adam. I'm here with Aaron. We don't mean any harm being here whatsoever. We are just here to communicate. We're not here maliciously or to damage anything. Brave.
Yeah.
We are just here to try and converse with someone, basically. Pray. So we've just got, brave, pray. I mean, there's a lot of personal possessions here, which I love. This looks like it's straight out of a church. Some sort of Latin. No idea. But we'll just take a look. History. Well, I was just pointing at that, it said history.
They started their exploration using a spirit talker, a device that lets spirits communicate by generating words and phrases. Almost immediately, responses began coming through. The messages were direct, unsettlingly so, as if something had been waiting for them, ready to share its story.
Oh no. We're good.
Okay.
The window's smashed. That panic you. Oh my god. What is that smell though? Should we get some equipment out?
Is that the same doorway?
No, it's the bathroom.
Oh.
Weird.
Doorways made of beds.
Hey. You want to speak to us?
Green beans go?
No, I had something at the end of the hallway.
As they navigated the decaying rooms, the atmosphere felt heavier with each step. Wanting to take their investigation further, they switched to an SLS camera, a device that uses infrared light to detect human-like shapes, even those unseen by the naked eye.
We'll see what you look like. What? Literally just stood right in front of me. There's nothing there. Just picking up a bit of the brick there. The strange one was as I walked in. Oh! Next to the TV there. Pretty much next to you. No, you're good, you're good. He's vanished. That's you. It's picking up. If you just move your arm slightly.
As they scanned the house, the SLS camera kept picking up anomalies. Every so often, a figure would appear, standing near them, only to vanish the moment they got closer. Despite the unease, Adam and Aaron stayed focused, determined to make contact. But as they ventured upstairs, the energy in the house changed, and it became clear they weren't alone.
Do you want me to cut this?
No, keep it going. What the hell was that?
I don't know, it just scared me.
Huh?
You're scaring me.
I heard like 3 or 4 things. Should we go back in?
Yeah, I guess.
was that? So it was quite loud. So my first thought was somebody was trying to get in.
That's
this
what
door.
I thought too.
And then the second noise came from down that small staircase.
Yep.
Unnerved by what they were experiencing, Adam and Aaron cautiously stepped back inside, careful not to make too much noise. They exchanged uneasy glances, both silently asking the same question. Was someone in there with them? Was it a real person, or the sounds of something paranormal? The uncertainty was terrifying, but despite their fear, they pushed forward, determined to uncover the truth.
Right, let's go to the car.
Okay.
Talk about it there. Okay, let's go.
Run. I can't see. Oh god.
What?
There's someone in there.
There's someone there.
Oh, go.
I'm trying. There's someone there.
There's someone coming into the other door.
Fuck. Right, drive. I'm driving. Wait. Right, we need to pull over somewhere up here. Oh, seatbelt.
Safety first.
I'm still filming.
Me too.
There was someone in the house.
There was a man coming in through the other door, through the kitchen door.
The one we barricaded?
Yes.
There was someone there.
Yep. I think they pushed over that first chair we put in front of the first door.
That's what the bang
we
was?
heard, yeah.
Oh.
Shaken, they sped away, their minds racing over what had just happened. If Aaron was right, and there really was a man coming through that door, they were lucky to have left in time and unharmed. It wasn't the ghost that left them unsettled, but the possibility of real people lurking in the shadows. Sometimes, the most terrifying encounters in abandoned places aren't with spirits, but with the living, whose intentions may be far more dangerous. In this video, Adam travels to Scotland to explore the long, abandoned Central Hotel in the town of Annan. Once a grand symbol of luxury when it was built in 1898, the hotel now stands in ruin, surrounded by chilling stories of its dark history. Many locals believe it's haunted, making it the perfect place for Adam to investigate and see if the legends are true. On May 14th, 2024, fueled by excitement and curiosity, he arrives at the Central Hotel, ready for whatever the night may bring. As he steps inside, the sheer level of decay in what was once a magnificent building leaves him in awe. But with the night just beginning, he has no idea what eerie surprises are in store. The abandoned building is covered in debris and bird droppings, with pigeons cooing throughout. Adam hears strange voices and footsteps beneath the bird sounds. Despite feeling uneasy, his curiosity pushes him to explore upstairs. He admires the building's architecture, even in its decaying state. After searching the upper floor and finding nothing but pigeons, Adam remains puzzled by the sounds he heard earlier. Confused, but determined, he decides to set up his equipment to investigate the mysterious noises.
Can you set that red light again for me, please? It'll just change colours. It'll go to blue, green, yellow. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. Can you do it one more time? Really appreciate. There you go.
The moment Adam asks his first question, his REM pod lights up and beeps, indicating possible activity. A surge of adrenaline rushes through him. He might not be alone in this abandoned hotel. Both uneasy and intrigued, he takes a deep breath and pushes forward, determined to uncover more. The atmosphere feels heavier, the silence more unsettling, as he carefully prepares his next question, hoping for another sign.
Can you do that for me? It's difficult with the pigeons, because I know they're making a lot of noise up there. Could you maybe spook the pigeons so they fly off? And there's a bit of an animal, isn't it? Can you scare some pigeons for me? Just want to say hello, really. that be okay? War. Did you pass away in the war? Were you a soldier? Guys, there's people here. Literally just heard them.
As the REM pod registers activity again, Adam hears footsteps echoing through the vacant halls. Before he can even process the sound, a clear voice follows, so close it sends a chill down his spine. Shaking and feeling more uneasy by the second, Adam quickly considers his options. He starts gathering his gear, ready to leave if things get too intense, but he's not willing to give up just yet. The silence that follows only adds to the mystery. If someone else was inside, he should have noticed them earlier. Driven by curiosity, Adam listens intently for any other sounds, every creak of the floorboards underfoot seeming incredibly loud as he cautiously peeks into nearby rooms, hoping to figure out where the strange voice came from.
Right. Okay. %. Heard somebody shouting. I wouldn't have packed all the gear up if I didn't. Came from this way. Maybe head down.
Even though Adam doesn't find any trace of another person in the building, the eerie sounds of footsteps and whispers continue to echo around him. Every shadow seems to shift, and each distant creak sends a chill down his spine. But despite the fear creeping in, he's determined not to give up. Driven by the need to uncover the truth behind these unexplainable events, he presses on, venturing deeper into the decaying halls of the abandoned hotel.
What's that one? Jesus. It's the Lord. Guys, there's no one here. That's the way in. So I would have passed them. Guys, what the actual hell? I heard someone shouting down the corridor. I thought someone had come in. So I've just packed up everything. Because it's obviously expensive stuff. Like, I'll be real with you. And there's no one here. That has well thrown me off.
Still puzzled by the absence of any physical presence in the building, Adam decides to make one last effort to prove that the eerie sounds he's been hearing are truly paranormal. With his equipment set up, he braces himself for whatever might happen next, hoping to capture undeniable evidence of the spirits rumored to haunt the decaying hotel before he finally heads out.
Let me just head down these stairs. I'm not gonna lie, this place is freaking me out. Especially being here on my own. Nope. That was right above me. That was right above me.
As Adam gets clear responses from his device, the entire building seems to come alive. He hears footsteps echoing through the halls, and doors slam shut on their own. His heart races as he realizes the place is definitely haunted. After everything that's happened, Adam decides it's time to leave. He gathers his gear, shaken but thrilled by the unexplainable events he's documented. Meet Ben, an adventure vlogger known for his bold explorations on his YouTube channel, Exploring with Fighters. In this video, Ben heads out on an overnight exploration of the abandoned Pool Park Mental Asylum in Wales, joined by his friends Carl, Kyle, and Charles. Originally built as a manor in the 1800s, it became a prison during World War II, and later transformed into a mental institution due to overcrowding at another nearby asylum. After closing in 1990, the asylum was left to decay, with locals claiming it's haunted by the spirits of those who passed away there. Intrigued by these eerie stories, Ben and his friends decided to explore the site. They arrived around midnight, moving cautiously and feeling the unsettling atmosphere of the decaying grounds, the air thick with a dark presence.
This is a typical haunted building at home.
So guys, Carl's been here a number of times and he seems to think it's some form of paranormal portal. He said some of the stuff that goes on in here is horrible. I don't know why I'm here. I just want to see an abandoned building. You know, I didn't sign up for all this.
Once inside, the group carefully explores the building. The creaks of the old structure beneath their feet echo in the cold silence, and every shadow seems to hide something just out of view. The atmosphere becomes heavier, and despite their efforts to shake it off, the weight of the place is impossible to ignore.
Some beautiful woodwork. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be literally a shell.
These are the stairs I was telling you about, Charles.
Oh, that's... Hey, there's more stairs.
There's 3 floors.
Is there a light on outside?
Yeah.
I was 17, my god. Yeah, this is where we literally got some crazy stuff in here. The SLS camera came through the door and it seemed to like climb up the wall and it stayed there. And well, obviously,
video.
Yeah, obviously you couldn't see it with your bare eyes, but obviously the structure of the light sensor camera, you can pick it up.
After carefully inspecting the building to confirm they were alone, the group set up their ghost hunting gear, excited to explore the rumors. But as they start their investigation, they don't notice that something unusual has already been captured on camera, something that would later give them a chilling feeling.
You know, if you start feeling anything or start feeling just anything, just say it out loud. Don't just keep it to yourself. It could be significant in a way. Do you know what I mean?
I understand over here.
Yeah, go on, let's look at for you.
Completely unaware of the strange sounds they had captured, the group began asking questions, hoping to make contact through the device they set up in the doorway.
We've also got a device on the floor in the doorway. If you can go near it or touch it, try use our energy and come forward.
Other than the weird flickering light, nothing was happening with the device. The room stayed creepy quiet, so after a while, the group decided to try a different piece of equipment, hoping it would give them something more interesting.
Can you just mimic my voice? Mate, Hassel, did you hear that then? Sit down. Sit down, who said?
Is it me you want to sit down? Yes.
Yes.
Get down. Did you just say that was Gary?
Yeah.
That's well cool, mate. Is that a coincidence, Sam? Is that something like answering your questions? I don't know that.
The responses from the spirit box are so precise and unsettlingly accurate that they can't be ignored as mere coincidence. Feeling both excited and tense, they decide to put the spirit box down for a bit and try to relax. The atmosphere in the room is thick with tension, with each of them trying to process what just occurred. But as they take a moment to calm down, things begin to get even creepier.
Yeah, well, we'll take it easy. We'll have a walk around, see what we can see.
Yeah, keep the lights on. Keep it bright. Keep it bright.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the red pod as of yet, so yeah, this room's always a little bit weird.
Sorry, no, it's just me. I talked to Oh, you took the piss out of it.
I'm not taking the piss out of nothing. Don't be letting in.
I'm a little creeped out. It's asking you.
I'm creeped out. You fucking told me to sit down and then make me warning. Genuinely.
Should we make our way downstairs?
I'm positive that. I can't believe someone told me to sit down and then made my It was like there was a heater under the floorboards.
The reason I stood up for it was my ass.
Yeah. Well, you just got on this. No. Seriously, no.
Right,
No, man. No. Yeah. I'm going.
Don't panic, come on.
Out of nowhere, Carl is thrown to the ground. Panic takes over as he struggles to get up, breathless and shaking, his voice filled with fear. At first, the group thinks it's a prank, but Carl is completely serious. He wants to leave immediately. Something invisible has pushed him, and they can't explain it.
Nice and calm, no panicking.
Right, I've got the back torch here. Let me go in the middle.
Panicking a bit, man.
No panic.
Yeah.
No panicking.
Just one at a time down these stairs.
Don't panic.
No, don't panic. It's fine.
Bit loud. So it's just like phone, like go backwards, man.
Alright, let Carl get out first.
I got out first.
Yeah,
Come on.
go on. Yeah, pass me my
Wait, yeah, I need to hold this torch behind me, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna do.
Grab this camera. Camera.
Right, man.
Right.
Nice one.
First of all, what did you want to tell us?
Just let's get to the car, come on. Keep all the lights on. No rushing, no panicking. Just let's chill.
We'll talk about it when we get to the car.
When they finally reach the car, they all let out a sigh of relief, but the unease still lingers as they drive away. No one says a word, the weight of what just happened hanging over them, leaving them with more questions than answers. However, Ben is sure of one thing. He's never coming back to this haunted asylum again. The mystery of what happened that night and the unsettling experience that shook them all will never be fully explained. It leaves us wondering if what pushed Carl was truly something paranormal, hiding in the dark corners of the abandoned building. But maybe it's better if the truth remains a mystery. Dan usually explores abandoned places alone, uncovering their hidden stories, but this time he was joined by fellow urban explorer Brennan for an unforgettable adventure. On the cold winter evening of November 8, 2024, they decided to explore an abandoned hotel in New Jersey. Both experienced explorers were eager to document the hotel's eerie history, as well as the nearby prison. After arriving in New Jersey, they checked into a nearby hotel for safety and waited until nightfall before heading to the abandoned location.
We're not trying to cause any trouble. Thank you, man.
What did he say?
He said apparently cops come over here every night and He's like, I don't want to show you guys any trouble, but the past 3 nights there were people in here and the police were bringing them out or something like that.
Well, probably over the weekend.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they have to take today off.
Yeah.
He also seemed like he could have been on.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
As soon as they began recording, things took a creepy turn. They were suddenly confronted by a stranger who warned them not to go inside. What made it even more unsettling was the man's erratic behavior. He seemed to be on something. Definitely not the kind of person you'd want to meet at night, especially in such an isolated place. Fortunately, the man wandered off, and Dan and Brennan cautiously proceeded into the crumbling hotel.
People have been getting into here for sure.
We gotta be careful with the lights.
Yeah. If there are police coming around.
There's a bar back here. What was that?
It sounded like either a car door or like someone through.
Let's go look out this door.
Okay.
Let's see if we see anything.
As soon as they entered, an unexplained noise echoed through the dark halls. They quickly stepped outside to check if anyone was nearby, but the area was completely empty. A chilling thought crossed their minds. Could the noise have come from upstairs? Despite feeling uneasy, they pushed it aside and carried on with their exploration, eager to capture every eerie moment on camera. However, as they ventured further, it became obvious they weren't alone.
The second story window, just be careful.
Something hit the what do you mean hit?
It sounded like somebody threw something at one of the windows from the inside. So I was shining my flashlight, like I was picking
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So maybe I woke someone up.
I'm sure there's gotta be people in here.
Well, this is the most intact of all the buildings we've seen. So.
Dan and Brennan moved carefully through the decaying building, their nerves on high alert. Every step was filled with tension as they struggled with the uncertainty of who or what they might come across.
It sounds like there's somebody stomping around. I just don't know. Oh! Oh, thank God. Yeah, okay, go. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute, hold on. God damn it. I'm scared the
Suddenly, they noticed movement in the darkness. In shock, they quickly retreated outside to gather their thoughts. They discussed what they'd seen and heard, trying to find the courage to go back in. Signs of squatters were scattered all around: food wrappers, clothes, and personal belongings. The realization that these people had probably known they were there since the moment they entered sent a chill down their spines. Not wanting to risk a confrontation, they decided to head toward the nearby prison. Little did they know, their night was about to take an even darker turn.
This place is mangled.
This is horrible.
Just be careful. There's definitely something up and moving around back there.
Okay. Maybe it's just water dripping.
I think this whole place is like, it did just rain. It did sound like there was somebody walking.
I heard somebody walking.
They carefully made their way into another section of the building, trying to keep their footsteps quiet on the debris-covered floors. Everywhere they looked, signs of life were visible, and the growing chance of running into hostile squatters became more real. They moved with caution, knowing that people living in those conditions might not react well to unexpected guests.
That's a cool.
Brian, I
told you I saw someone.
Yeah.
Definitely. Just whether or not they're friendly.
Hello?
Well, if they don't want to show themselves.
I swear I saw somebody right here by this hole right there.
Yeah, well, on the other side of this thing, there was like, I saw someone walk past the double door. I just don't know why they're not responding.
The unsettling atmosphere was only broken by faint, eerie noises, confirming they weren't alone. As they explored, the realization that someone was deliberately avoiding them made their fear nearly unbearable. Despite the intense tension, they pushed forward, determined to capture as much as they could, completely unaware of the danger they were in.
It's empty. There's no one there. Huh?
I said, who the hell lit that candle?
I don't know, and I don't want to find out.
There's like a fake skull, too.
Brent, let's go.
After carefully moving through one section of the building without any issues, they decided to check out another area. As they ventured further, the heavy silence was shattered by faint, unsettling noises. It became clear they were being watched.
What?
I saw when we were walking away from that room, I saw a hand. So he's in that room behind us.
It's a rat.
Dan and Brennan couldn't shake the unsettling feeling that they were being watched from the shadows. Knowing they were outnumbered and vulnerable, they decided to leave before anything worse could happen.
Hey there.
Do you see him?
I saw 2 legs with jeans and a pair of tennis shoes. He's walking behind.
I don't know why he's not saying anything.
He's a freak. I just can't. I don't want to deal with it. That was horrible.
Their adrenaline spiked as they cautiously made their way out of the building, the weight of unseen gazes bearing down on them. Once outside, they shared the details of their terrifying experience.
I think he was in the back portion of the prison, but I just don't get why he wasn't saying anything. We called out to him.
Well, he knows the place better than we do.
That's true.
I mean, he could be
in the walls. Oh my god. That was just... And then the fact that you saw the guy above me, like, unless he's like teleporting around, I think there were multiple people watching
I think
us.
there were multiple people too. I just kept hearing people shuffling around.
They couldn't shake the feeling of how close they had come to danger, sending chills down their spines. As they reflected on the harsh reality of people living in such conditions, it became clear that the individuals they encountered were either purposely avoiding them or waiting for the right moment to confront them. Dan and Brennan were fortunate to leave unharmed, but one thing was for sure: they wouldn't be returning to that abandoned place anytime soon. This is Joe, the creator behind the popular YouTube channel Joe Weller, where he shares a variety of adventurous content, from wild travel vlogs and fun challenges to exploring eerie, mysterious places that most people would avoid. In this video, Joe and his friend Elliot visit an abandoned mental asylum, a place where many people suffer and die. Now, the building is surrounded by mystery, with rumors suggesting that the spirits of those who perished there still haunt the asylum. On August 28, 2016, Joe and Elliot parked their car as close as possible to the old asylum. Since the only way in is through a window on the upper floor, they've brought a ladder to help them get inside. However, just as they're about to approach the building, Joe is startled by something unexpected.
Bee.
Oh my god.
Mate, it's a bee.
I'm so scared of bees, mate. I'm so scared of bees. Take a look at the new equipment, right? 20-foot long ladder. Okay? And then over here, we've got 4 state-of-the-art sandbags.
They successfully make their way inside, and their exploration begins as they move further into the building. With each step, they become more amazed. The walls, covered in peeling paint and graffiti, reveal the haunting history of the place. The silence is unsettling, and every creak of the old floorboards echoes through the empty hallways. The decay is evident, but so is the weight of the building's past. Joe and Elliot feel a mix of fascination and unease as they continue to explore, curious about what they will discover next.
Okay.
Oh my god. It is the infamous room. What the happened over there then? And that is exactly what we are currently standing on. Sorry. That's dodgy. Blood?
That's blood, isn't it?
Shut up, that's blood.
Surely.
I'm crazy. Ah.
Mate, no, don't.
I need to calm down, mate. I actually seriously do.
Yeah.
After setting up cameras around the building to capture anything unusual that might happen, they finally reach the moment they've been waiting for.
Oh, it hurts so much.
Mate, it's gushing.
Yeah, no, it will be fine, it will be fine. At least it's already got my blood on it. Lovely.
Even with blood on his hands, Joe and Elliot continue their exploration, with Elliot starting to set up the small cupboard they plan to leave behind in the asylum. But soon, they realize they are trapped in the decaying building, unable to escape easily if something goes wrong. The eerie silence around them becomes overwhelming as they start to feel the gravity of their situation. Despite their uncertainty about whether they're alone or if something else lurks in the asylum, they try to stay lighthearted.
Wait, I wonder if anyone... Okay. Wait, I wonder if any other people have come... I wonder if anything's happened in the other rooms.
They didn't know at the time, but their cameras had recorded some truly inexplicable occurrences. Oblivious to what their cameras had captured, the boys kept their focus on building the cupboard, pushing through with their plan and hoping to finish quickly so they could leave. The unsettling vibe of the asylum remained, but they stayed composed, determined to complete the task before their nerves took over.
Well,
oh God. And my blood. I think that's a pretty lovely bit of decoration, mate. Absolutely gorgeous. To never be moved. Ever again. Goodbye, young soldier.
After they finished the cupboard and placed it in what they thought was the perfect spot, Joe and Elliot left the building, feeling both accomplished and relieved that nothing strange had happened, or so they thought. It wasn't until Joe reviewed the footage at home while editing the video that he discovered the eerie, unexplainable events that had occurred that night. The realization left him feeling uneasy, but at the same time, he was thankful they hadn't noticed anything during their time in the asylum. In this clip, Colin and his friend Lee visit an old, abandoned farmhouse with a dark reputation in the local community. The story goes that the former owner was notorious for his cruelty toward animals, which led to reports and complaints that forced him to leave the farm. Locals believe his vengeful spirit still haunts the house and the land. Despite the chilling tales, Colin and Lee are undeterred, arriving at the farm on October 5th, 2020. As they make their way inside the main house, they begin their exploration, struck by the remnants of the past left behind.
God. This is crazy. Wow. It's really old, isn't it?
Size of it.
Yeah, I know. That looks like the tiger from Thundercats. Who remembers Thundercats? Show me age, I know. Got some more photos on the wall there. There's one there of a small boy holding what looks like 2 baby monkeys. Yeah, it is, 2 baby monkeys. Oh. An old TV that's fallen over down there. Sadly, the picture frames are broken. Ugh. She's creepy. Oh, look at these old photos up here, look. One there of an old steam engine. Wow, that is a really, really old photo.
The state of the house only deepens their curiosity as they explore each room, leading them to question what happened there and why the owners abandoned everything, letting the large property fall into disrepair. However, as Colin heads to the upper floor, something disturbing occurs, something that halts them in their tracks.
Is that bones? Yeah, there's actually bones buried in that mattress. Oh, that's really creepy. Oh no, I don't like that. Oh, look at all those picture frames there. God, they look old. And I've just noticed there's a picture there of the Duke and the 2 boys. Wow. That's quite cool. Look at this. The old radio. And the old TV. All the cobwebs. And all these books in there as well. I wonder what's in those. What the hell? Lee? Where are you? Are you downstairs?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This wardrobe door is just swung open. What the hell? I don't even think that was the wind. That was really weird. That wardrobe door has just literally swung right open like that and banged on the side.
Very windy out there.
No, it's... What the hell was that? Oh my God, that was really scary. I don't get scared very often, but that was really weird.
As if the eerie atmosphere of the house wasn't already unsettling, this event made it even more unnerving. Baffled and unable to explain how the wardrobe door moved without any wind, Colin steps outside for a bit to clear his head. He takes a moment to explore the abandoned items scattered around the property, hoping for a reprieve from the tense feelings surrounding him.
Oh, that was really creepy. That's done me in, that has. Oh. Okay guys, time to leave the house and go and check out the bits and pieces outside. And yes, there is, it's a tractor. Oh, there's 2. Look, there's a Land Rover pickup as well. Oh, look at that. That is cool. That is really, really cool. Just trying to work out what that is. Is it an old Ford?
Luckily for Colin and Lee, the rest of their exploration went without any further strange events. However, the door slamming remained an unsettling mystery. The amount of items and debris scattered around the property left them both in awe, sparking their curiosity about the farm's dark past. After thoroughly exploring the site, they decided to leave and call it a day. Yet, the questions about what caused the door to swing and bang so violently remained. Could it have been a breeze or something more disturbing? One thing was certain. Colin and Lee had no intention of seeking answers. Some mysteries are better left unsolved. Colin, a well-known YouTuber from The Bearded Explorer, filmed this eerie exploration. For over 8 years, he has captivated his audience with stunning footage of abandoned places, uncovering the hidden beauty of decay and forgotten stories. Known for his calm demeanor and fearless approach, Colin rarely gets spooked. However, during this exploration, he encountered something unlike anything before. On October 31st, 2021, a cold and eerie Halloween night, Colin set out alone to an abandoned hospital in the middle of the night. While most would avoid such a venture, this was exactly the kind of challenge Colin embraced. This wasn't his first time at the hospital. He had explored it in a previous video, where it became evident that something was haunting the place. But on this night, Colin was about to experience that presence in an entirely new way.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to tonight's special Halloween video. So tonight I have come back to the hospital where I caught something on camera. I'm not going to say whether it was a ghost, I don't know what it was. But tonight I am here on my own, as you can see in the pitch black. And we're going to take a walk around this hospital. It's going to be absolutely terrifying. So let's go and see what happens.
Colin starts his live stream, nervous about returning to an abandoned hospital. Last time he was here, something strange happened that he couldn't explain. As he enters the building, an uneasy feeling comes over him. The air feels heavy and cold, unlike anything he's experienced before. Despite his fear, he continues walking through the hospital, driven by a need to understand what happened during his previous visit and to show his viewers what he might discover.
Do you know what? It's scary down here, but I'm really not looking forward to going up there. Not after what I saw last time,
His voice wavers slightly as he whispers to the camera, "I don't want to go down that hallway." The fear in his words is unmistakable. His hesitation stems from what he experienced here before. To truly understand the depth of his fear, let's go back to that first exploration. Back to the moment that changed everything.
There's some really weird stuff in here.
During his previous visit, Colin captured something on camera that still lingers in his mind. At the end of a long, dark hallway, a figure appeared. What makes it even more unsettling is that Colin was certain he was alone in the building that day, or at least, he thought he was. To this day, he has no explanation for what he saw. Was it someone hiding in the shadows, or something beyond the realm of the ordinary? The uncertainty only adds to the fear. That image remains etched in his memory. And now, standing in the same spot, he must confront that fear once again.
This is basically where I was standing. This is where I was. The camera was literally there. This is what you saw. Basically that. Now, I heard something. I cracked myself. I ran back here, and as I picked it up, I went like that. And then I saw something just behind that blue chair. Now, bearing in mind I saw it with my own eyes, I didn't realise I had it on camera. But a lot of you guys were saying it's shadows, it's this, it's that. But, you know, I just cannot stress to you enough that this wasn't a shadow. I actually saw something move with my own eyes. And I cannot reenact that. You know, that there is no shadow.
As Colin continues exploring, he guides his viewers to the exact spot where his unsettling encounter occurred during his last visit. Standing there, confronting the place that has lingered in his memories, an eerie unease washes over him once again. This time, there's nothing in sight, but the image of that shadowy figure remains seared into his mind. He pushes aside the rising tension, focusing on creating content for his viewers. Determined to face his fears, he ventures deeper into the hospital, trying to shake the feeling, but the hospital isn't done with him yet.
Oh. God, this is absolutely... What the No, I'm hearing noises all around me. I don't know what it is. You can tell I'm out of my own comfort zone right now. I can't even talk properly. This is just... Oh dear. Okay. Yeah, temperature in here has just gone absolutely 0. Oh. Okay, that is tripping. That's one good thing. I'm not sure about the other noises I heard though. I just want to get out, but I don't. I want to stay here and I want to look. I just want to... I don't know what I want to do.
Unsettling noises begin to emerge from the darkness, each sound sending a jolt of fear through Colin and making his skin crawl. Convinced he's not alone, he moves to another part of the building, hoping a change of scenery will ease his nerves. But the noises persist.
Okay, I'm just going to stand still for a minute or two. Whoa, whoa, okay, no, don't do that. Please don't do that. The gimbal's just gone all funny again. What? Why is it doing that? Okay, this is scary. No, I was going to say I'm just going to stand here for a minute, but I don't know what it is, but something has just made me feel like I want to get out of here, like now. Whoa, okay. I'm not done yet. I still... Oh, there's a mirror there. No, I'm not looking in that mirror. Okay, I'm not looking in that mirror. Ah! Okay, I'm not going back up that way. I have to go back through here. I have to go back through. I can't go up that corridor again. I just can't do it. Oh, this is the room that's got that glass. I'm not going in there again either. That glass is like... Literally... Wow. Okay. Oh, God. I think it's just water dripping from the ceiling, but it's scary. Jesus. I'm absolutely myself.
With every step, Colin feels as though the darkness is watching him. The noises persist, soft, constant, always seeming just a few steps behind. He tries to dismiss it as nothing, but fear has already taken hold. His thoughts blur, rationality fading, replaced by raw, primal terror, and he has no idea. This is only the beginning of what's to come.
Whew. Okay. Okay, look, the gimbal has just gone... Why has it done that again? What is going on?
Out of nowhere, Colin's camera jerks violently. The gimbal, built to keep things steady, moves as if something pushed it, but there's no one around. That's not normal. It's not even supposed to move like that on its own. So what just happened? Not sticking around to figure it out, Colin hurries up to the upper floors, hoping some distance will help him shake off the nerves. But things are about to get even worse.
I thought I just want... No, I'm hearing things. Look at this little... What was that? What was that? Oh, God. There's this little fungus growing there on its own. What the hell was that?
No matter where Colin moves, the noises keep trailing him. It's as if something is following, staying just out of sight beyond his flashlight's reach. He freezes, holding his breath, listening intently, and then it happens.
Whoa. There's someone in there. That can't be. There's no one in here. There is nobody in here. It's just me. There is nobody in here. What? Oh my God, this is terrifying. Woo! Okay. Oh my God, I just cannot but... Oh.
Colin has had enough. His fear peaks, and he bolts down the stairs, his heart hammering in his chest. All that matters now is getting out, escaping whatever is in that hospital. But the hospital isn't letting him go that easily.
Just listen.
As Colin races toward the exit, he feels like something is right behind him. He doesn't dare look back. He just runs. Bursting into the cold night air, he doesn't stop. He sprints straight to his car.
I don't know what that was. I don't want to know what it was. But I'm never going back there again. That was... I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm done with that place. I really am.
As Colin speeds away, his heart still hammering, his mind is flooded with questions. What were those sounds? Why did it feel like something was right behind him? And that ball, where did it even come from? One thing is for sure, he wasn't alone in that hospital, but whatever was in there with him is still a chilling mystery. And if he ever goes back, one thing is certain, he won't be going alone. While exploring an old abandoned theater, a group of teenagers noticed this.
Let's go back. Huh?
They noticed a girl standing motionless, staring at them. Initially, they were frozen, not knowing how to react. Then, one teen carefully stepped forward to approach her.
Can you speak? You good? You okay? You want us to leave you alone?
They attempted to talk to her, but she didn't answer. It quickly became apparent that she was probably homeless, using the theater as a shelter. The disturbance likely woke her up. It's sad to witness someone living in such fear and solitude, and hopefully, she gets the help she needs to find safety and peace. Dan Bell visited an old children's asylum, and things took a strange turn right from the beginning. Unusual events started happening almost immediately.
Battery exploded.
Dan's camera battery first exploded in his hands, but he didn't let that stop him from filming. As he continued, his camera recorded unsettling moments inside the asylum. There were moments he didn't notice at the time. A shadow, possibly that of a person, was seen moving in front of a door. Later, the camera caught an eye peeking through a hole in the door before vanishing just as quickly. The most unsettling moment occurred when a voice echoed from an empty room nearby.
Oh my god, I'm gonna freak out.
Some viewers believe it sounded like someone saying, "Let's get him," while others are certain the asylum is haunted. However, Dan has a different theory.
Give you my opinion on what I think was going on. I think that a former patient has returned to this facility, to this house, and is living here. The reason I say this is because while I was filming, I kept hearing something running around. Sounded like a person, but I'm always one who's like, well, it's an animal.
Regardless of the explanation, it's unsettling to think about. The clip comes from Fort Spooky, the YouTube channel where Susie, a dedicated paranormal investigator, explores the eerie mysteries between the living and the dead. She and her friend Zoe set out to investigate an old, decaying house that has been abandoned for years, drawn by its lingering energy. They hope to capture evidence of spirits, but what they find is far more disturbing. On November 20th, 2024, after a long hike, they arrive just as night fully sets in. The darkness amplifies the ominous feelings surrounding the house, but they push aside their unease and begin their investigation, unaware of the terrifying events that lie ahead.
Something, not nothing. Are you?
I'm feeling okay.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, only because I'm only nervous because new place.
Yes, yeah, but I don't know what the butterflies are.
But they started like 2.5 miles out for both of us.
Yeah, because I said to you, didn't I? I said, how far are we? Because sudden butterflies come on really quick, and you said 2.8 miles. And I thought that's weird, because we're close. I heard a baby cry, though. I thought someone peeped around the corner.
I thought I heard a whistle.
Yeah, I think it was that car, as weird as that sounds. Okay, that's just a little outhouse.
That's the entrance.
Why am I drawn to this room, then, if I've already been in it? That's weird.
No, that's the exit.
Yeah, no, I haven't been in here.
Yeah, we did. We came in here
Did
first.
we? I just feel really drawn then to it, it must be.
Okay. Let's do in here then.
Yeah, we're starting here. But yeah, it's an old house. Right.
Sorry. Branches. It might be just settling.
Settling animals.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a very old house, this place. This house.
This house isn't quiet, is it?
No, not with us in it.
Before they even begin their investigation, Susie and Zoe are quickly distracted by strange sounds coming from outside the building. Assuming it's nothing dangerous, they remain calm and continue with their plan, focusing on making contact with the spirits they believe still haunt the place.
Yeah, so we've come to speak to you tonight. Come to know who lived in this house. So if you want to come and say hello to us, please feel free to come, make some noises, but make sure that you make it so that we know that it's you guys and not the fireworks, because it is nearly bonfire night. Yeah.
I thought I just heard a man.
Hello? Hello?
As Susie and Zoe continue, they start to feel an unsettling presence, and the strange rustling sounds grow louder, deepening their discomfort. It becomes apparent that whatever they are facing might not be paranormal. Hoping their nerves are just playing tricks on them, they push forward, but things only seem to escalate from that point.
I can't move. But are you okay? I need to slowly pick everything up.
By this point, Susie and Zoe's instincts were telling them to leave. With only one way in and out, they weren't sure what to do next. The sounds around them grew louder, making it feel as though people were surrounding the building. As tension mounted, they quietly discussed their next move, trying to figure out the safest option.
tell him to come here. Yeah.
Hi, it's only me. We're at that house and we think there's somebody outside walking around, and we're pretty sure. Would you be able to come here? Because nobody's responding to us, and it's quite heavy footsteps, and it's not an animal, but we're both kind of frozen to the spot. Yeah. I'll send you the address. I'll send you the address, Mark, because we are surrounded, okay? Alright, bye.
I know he's not far, obviously.
Feeling deeply unsafe, Susie and Zoe called Zoe's husband, who was an hour and a half away, hoping that mentioning his arrival would scare off whoever was outside. While he wouldn't arrive anytime soon, they hoped the idea of his soon-to-be arrival would deter any threats. However, both Susie and Zoe knew they had to figure out how to get out of there on their own.
We can meet him round the front, because by the time we've got packed up, they'll be out there, won't they now?
Just text to say leaving. Just leaving now.
Oh, brilliant. Is that you?
No. There's somebody out there.
Yeah. He's picking him up, is he?
Hoping that the mention of someone coming to get them would frighten off whoever was outside, Susie and Zoe carefully packed their gear and headed for the exit, doing their best to remain quiet and calm as they tried to leave the building safely.
Give me my tripod in case I need to whack someone. Let's go. Yep. Okay.
Shaken to their core and terrified for their lives, Susie and Zoe managed to leave the area unharmed. Although they never saw who or what was outside, they were certain of what they had heard and felt, and they knew they had made the right decision that night. This video comes from Connor of the Explorer, an urban explorer from Sussex, England, who purposely films at locations as late as possible. It's no surprise that he sometimes encounters strange individuals, often without even realizing it. After several failed attempts, Connor finally mustered the courage to visit an abandoned orphanage. To his relief, the exploration, though eerie, was mostly uneventful. At least, that's what he thought at first. When the final video was released, Connor's viewers pointed out something terrifying.
Someone's been in here very recently. I'm not even shitting you. Someone's been inside this building since I came here a few days ago to try and do this video. Oh, look at the size of that spider up there. It looks to me, well, what the f***, guys? Hello? Is there anybody there? If there's someone here, I will leave.
A hooded figure is seen watching Connor before quickly vanishing from sight. Although Connor and others questioned how he missed noticing the man, it's probable that he simply turned in the other direction. Regardless, this wasn't the first time he had unintentionally captured a mysterious figure. 3 years later, Connor visited an abandoned nursing home, and the first indication that he wasn't alone came when he heard a strange, loud bang.
Hello? Is anyone there?
While Connor searches for the source, a fire extinguisher is seen on the desk. When he comes back later, it has been moved to the table, which could be due to his own actions. However, the unexplainable part is the shadowy silhouette. Is it possible that Connor is being followed by something more sinister without realizing it? Or is there a rational explanation for these eerie encounters? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.